Your Excellency, Mahinda Rajapaksa, my dear friends, former President of this Republic, my dear friends, Honorable John Amaratunga, Minister of Tourism, dear ministers, parliamentarians, ladies and gentlemen, particularly Mr. Zhang, head of the Minzu Hotel in Beijing, actually the trade union, president of trade union. So I do believe we're a little bit hungry. I try a little bit short for my remarks. In the past 2.5 years, or more than 2.5 years, I have been in Sri Lanka. I was invited to deliver more than 100 speeches and remarks. But this one is the most happiest one and most lightest one, because we talk about culinary arts, we talk about foods, we talk about cuisine. So everyone enjoy the foods every day. So this is an ordinary topic, but also a serious topic for us. Why? Because cuisine or foods belong to mentality and spirits. So I visited more than 60 countries, including all European countries, Latin American countries, and also I visited Antarctica. So whatever or wherever I was, the most important issue for me, I would like to try to find one of the best Chinese restaurants at the first day while I arrived that country. So I do believe this is not only for me. Everybody, I think the most beautiful memory is a taste of our mother or grandmother. You know, today I still remember the taste of my mother. For me, the rice tofu and rice noodle. While I was in Beijing, I always, book or buy the rice tofu from far west, more than 1,700 kilometers away. It's a small village by Alibaba through the website. So this is not for your body. This is for your mentality and spirit. Second, we have so much exchange between the peoples. As you know, last year, more than 138 million Chinese overseas tourists, almost 8 million to Thailand. And Japan, Singapore. Why? Because of their service in foods. You can find the best Chinese restaurants in Thailand. And Thai foods is quite similar with Chinese. So in this view, cuisine, foods, it's industry. So I talked with John at the quite beginning while he took the office in the Ministry of Tourism. If Sri Lanka can absorb 1% of Chinese tourism, it's more than 1.3 million. I promised to John, in my time as a Chinese ambassador to Sri Lanka, I will promote at least 300,000 Chinese tourists here. While I was here in 2015, it's about 120. Last year, it's 270,000. This year, if you improve some service, particularly what you remain, reference to the cigarettes, it might be reach the targets I suggested this year. It's 300,000. So this is the industry. And also foods creation is friendship. So I like Sri Lanka foods very much because I'm from the Hunan province. It's also quite spicy. You know, in China we have actually 8 systems of cuisine. I was informed by Mr. Zhang, the chairman of the trade union from Minzu Hotel. This time, they have 3 chefs. One belong to Shanghai system, another one might be from my hometown. So this, 8 system, we need the exchange between not only the chefs, but also the eaters with the chefs. In the first half year, I have a Shanghai chef. Every day, he made 3 dishes for me. Since it's the best in Sri Lanka, I do be the best Shanghai chef in Sri Lanka, but I don't like it. I have to change my chef from Hunan. So this is the culture, mentality, and spirit. And also, I visit every corner in this island. More and more Chinese restaurants were set up. But the question is that, how about the foods? Many friends ask me to have some recommendation about the Chinese restaurant, which was the best. I must say, Yuechuan in this hotel is one of the best. That's why, Kingsbury attracted so much Chinese tourists. So I hope this association, since the new one, will become the most important one for our 2 countries, because you are so important in the service to the 2 peoples. And also you will make so much contribution to the industry and also to measure the difference and the gaps between the mentality and spirits between our 2 peoples. I do believe this association will be strong and strong. So I appreciate very much for all the associations who support to have this new one. This is a special one, but this is an important one for us, particularly for the industry, for the culture. So I thank you very much for you joining us to have this event. This is not a promotion. So John, you always talk about promotion about the tourism. You should promote the culture exchange. You should enjoy the foods, like to enjoy a culture performance. This is arts. So if we deal with the foods, the cuisine is the arts, we will have another kind of mentality and spirits to deal with the relations between our chefs, between us and our chefs. So chefs in China is most important, job. I do believe this association will get a great success, not only for the industry, but also for the friendship between our 2 peoples. Thank you so much.